Uniworld sells itself as one of the most distinctive luxury choices in river cruising. All inclusive, boutique style ships, premium drinks included, excursions included, gratuities included, fine dining, personal service, original artwork, bold interiors, and ships designed to feel more like floating boutique hotels than standard river cruise vessels. And for some travellers, it really can feel that special. Pick a river, pick a ship, unpack once, and let Europe come to you. But once you start comparing Uniworld ships side by side, and most first-time river cruisers do not do that until they are already close to booking, the decision gets more complicated. Some Uniworld ships carry around 150 to 160 guests. Others carry closer to 128, 110, or even around 100. Some have pools, some do not. Some have elevators, some do not. Some feel classic and ornate. Others feel newer, more contemporary and more suite-focused. The Douro ship is completely different from the Rhine, Danube, Seine, France and Northern Italy ships. Cabin categories, balcony styles, dining venues, accessibility, single traveller options and route focus are not the same across the fleet. That is why we are building a Uniworld fleet comparison spreadsheet to go with this video. By the end you will know what Uniworld actually does well, which ships are different, what to check before booking, and whether Uniworld is the right river cruise line for your style of travel. Welcome back to Rob Nawa Travels. We are not travel agents and we are not here to sell you a cruise. We compare the details that matter so you can make a better decision before spending a lot of money. Let's start with the onboard atmosphere, or the vibe. Uniworld is not plain, minimal or understated. The atmosphere is boutique hotel luxury, rich fabrics, antiques, chandeliers, marble, artwork, dramatic lounges, and ships designed to feel different from each other. If you prefer clean, simple, Scandinavian-style river ships, Uniworld may feel too decorative. But if you like character, personality, and interiors that feel more like a luxury hotel than a transport vessel, Uniworld may be exactly what you are looking for. The passenger mix is usually mature, often over 50, and the atmosphere is refined rather than party-focused. Expect destination-focused touring during the day, elegant dining, relaxed lounge conversation, and a quieter pace in the evening. Now let's talk about the all-inclusive model. Uniworld generally includes dining, premium beverages, scheduled excursions, onboard gratuities, Wi-Fi, and many onboard experiences in the cruise fare. The idea is simple: pay more up front, but have fewer extras to think about once you are on board. That matters because river cruising is expensive. A cheaper headline fare elsewhere may not include the same level of drinks, tips, excursions, or service. So Uniworld is not usually the budget choice, but the value can make sense for travellers who want a polished, low-hassle luxury experience. Now let's move to cabins, because on a Uniworld river cruise, the cabin category can change the experience a lot. Some entry-level cabins may have fixed windows or smaller layouts. Some ships have French balconies. Some have full open-air balconies or balcony-style spaces. Some newer or suite-focused ships offer much larger accommodations than many travellers expect on a river cruise. Ships like the SS Victoria and SS Elizabeth put more emphasis on larger suites and contemporary luxury. Other ships are smaller, older, more classic, or more route-specific. That does not make them bad, it just means they deliver a different kind of Uniworld experience. This is why cabin names matter. A suite on one ship is not always the same experience as a suite on another ship. A French balcony is not the same as a full balcony. A lower deck cabin may save money, but if the view is a big reason you are booking, think carefully before choosing the cheapest cabin just to reduce the fare. Our simple cabin advice is this: if the budget allows, a French balcony or suite-style cabin is usually the better river cruise experience. On a river cruise, the view is part of the product. Now let's talk about the rivers and routes. If this is your first European river cruise, the Rhine and Danube are probably the classic choices. The Rhine gives you castles, wine regions, historic towns, Cologne, Strasbourg, and Amsterdam-style itineraries. The Danube gives you Budapest, Vienna, Austria, Germany, and sometimes longer journeys into Central Europe. France is another major part of Uniworld's appeal. The Seine is about Paris, Normandy, history, art, and northern France. Bordeaux is more about wine country and food. Burgundy and Provence open up southern France. Northern Italy is different again. It is more about Venice, the lagoon, Italian culture, food, and a specific regional atmosphere. The Douro in Portugal is scenic, warm, wine-focused, and landscape-driven. It is less about big city sightseeing and more about hillsides, vineyards, sailing, and a slower pace. So the right Uniworld cruise depends heavily on the river. The ship matters, but the river may matter even more. Now let's talk briefly about dining. Most onboard dining with Uniworld is included, and the style is usually refined and destination focused. But remember, this is still river cruising. You should not expect an ocean cruise with dozens of restaurants. Most ships have a main dining room, lounge or bar service, and sometimes extra dining spaces depending on the ship. Some offer regional menus, bistros, private dining, chef-led experiences, or casual options connected to the route. One important watch out is that while the normal onboard dining is generally included, some special culinary experiences, optional excursions, or masterpiece collection experiences may cost extra. So if a food or wine experience is a major reason you are booking, check whether it is included or an optional paid add-on. The simple point is this: Uniworld does not offer endless restaurant choice, but for a river cruise, the dining can feel premium, curated, and closely connected to the destination. Excursions are also a big part of the Uniworld model because they are included and help shape the value of the cruise. These are usually destination-focused experiences. Guided city walks, castles, museums, wine regions, markets, cultural sites, food experiences, and local encounters. But again, the itinerary matters. A wine-focused Bordeaux cruise is not the same as a history-heavy Normandy cruise. A Danube itinerary is not the same as Venice. A Douro itinerary is not the same as the Rhine. So before booking, do not just ask, is Uniworld good? Ask, is this specific Uniworld itinerary good for what I want to do each day? Entertainment on Uniworld is usually low-key and destination-focused, not big ocean cruise-style entertainment. Evenings are more relaxed. You may have live music, local performers, port talks, tastings, cooking demonstration, or cultural programming connected to the region. But do not choose Uniworld expecting Broadway-style shows, casinos, water parks, or late-night party energy. That is not the point. Now let's talk briefly about onboard facilities. Depending on the ship, you may find a fitness centre, spa or massage space, swimming pool, library, boutique, cinema, lounge, sun deck, or wellness area. But not every ship has the same setup. Some ships have pools, some do not. Some have elevators, some do not. Some are more wellness focused while others are more dining focused or route specific. This is one of the big watch-outs with Uniworld. The brand experience may be consistent, but the ship experience is not identical. So if a pool, elevator, gym, spa, laundry service, single share program or mobility access matters to you, check the exact ship before booking. So, who is Uniworld best for? Choose Uniworld if you want a polished, adult-focused, all-inclusive river cruise with strong design personality and a boutique hotel feeling. It is especially strong for mature couples, retirees, special occasion travellers, design lovers, food and wine travellers, and people who want guided touring without organising every detail themselves. A simple verdict is this: Uniworld is best if you want an all-inclusive river cruise that feels more like a boutique luxury hotel than a standard river ship. But the ship and river matter. SS Victoria and SS Elizabeth are very different from the SS São Gabriel on the Douro, and many other ships across the fleet that sail on the Rhine or Danube. That is why we created the Uniworld Fleet Guide spreadsheet. It compares the ship's routes, cabin types, facilities, accessibility notes, and quick match recommendations side by side. Use it as a planning tool, then verify the exact sailing, ship, cabin category, inclusions, and mobility details before booking. You'll find the spreadsheet linked below. And before you make a final decision, there is one other luxury river cruise line you should understand: Scenic. Scenic is another premium European river cruise line, but it approaches luxury in a different way. Scenic has a calmer, more contemporary feel and one of the clearest, all-inclusive models in river cruising. So if Uniworld appeals to you, Scenic should probably be on your shortlist as well. Watch our Scenic River Cruise Guide next, because it will help you understand another major luxury option before you choose a ship, a river or cabin category. If this helped, please like, subscribe to Rob Nawa Travels, and watch our Scenic Guide next before booking. Thanks for watching.